Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I know we've been gone for a couple of weeks, but we're back and we're happy to see you guys. But of course, it's not Boob Tube if I don't have my wonderful co hosts, Casey Carter and Desirable Bottom with me. Ladies.
Hey. Okay.
Hey,
hold
girl.
on.
Hey.
I can't get the whole
fit in. You look beautiful.
All right, so now I can
I
sit
love
up straight.
We'll just pretend these are Mickey ears and a Santa hat. Just imagine.
Imagine.
Ears.
Got it.
So I clearly did not read the memo.
That's okay, because Desi hit us with the memo at the last minute. So
right. She pops in at 2 minutes to 9 and says, "Oh, it's festive.
It's our holiday special.
It's our holiday special."
Casey says, "Hold on, I have these right here, no problem." And I'm like, "I just moved." Right. In all fairness,
yeah, that's fair. Fair.
I have about 60 totes out there. I could go through them if you want. However,
no, we've already gone through one bag of holiday gifts. Oh my god, the green off these ears is just floating in front of my face.
This is what we located.
Love it.
Very nice. I like that.
So I have the holiday stuff. It's just not on my body. So welcome back, everyone. We're so glad you're here. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you've been here before, we're glad you came back.
Yeah.
And waited on us.
And apparently we had a banner year on YouTube. So we owe that all. Okay, wait.
To you.
This has got to go. We owe that all to you all. So thank you. And as you know, we love to shout you all out when you join the show and comment and all of that. So thank you.
Yes. So let us know. We can tell when you're on YouTube versus Twitter. So we love to see your comments, shout you out. If you want to say happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy birthday, happy anniversary, or just yo, what's up? Put it in the comments.
We take it all.
Figuratively.
Oh, yes. Thank you for
clarifying.
Not literally. Thank you for clarifying.
We need to clarify. So, ladies, how's your last few weeks been? We took some time off because there was EXXXOTICA. So, Casey traveled to DC to attend EXXXOTICA DC. I was still moving, so I chose not to go. I wanted to really focus on my move so that I could just get it out the way. And 2025, look out, y'all.
She'll be there like a bath bomb.
What? Yes, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
You'll be there in all your, glory.
Like a bath bomb.
Yeah, like a bath bomb, like those make you feel good.
Oh my God, I love
What were you doing before this, Desiree? Because I'm beginning to question.
I love her.
Nothing.
I love her.
I do too, because I was like, you definitely got me to think, and I'm like, bath bomb.
And I'll be thinking about that when we get off air, going, bath bomb. All like bath bomb. It could be so many different things. So many different things. I love that. But yes.
Yes, okay. we took the next week to recuperate.
Yeah.
Casey thought she was grown and sexy.
Yeah, she got turned up.
Okay, wait. I do have a question.
Tell us about it.
Out the glitter gun.
No, and I have searched high and low. No, I did not figure it out. Okay. However, I also did not do glitter showers because apparently DC was a little hardcore on the cleaning side. And so as we were setting up on, I think it was Thursday, because I was across the way from the Sexpert Corner, and Tayomi had started sprinkling like snow confetti on her tabletop. And she said that Dan had told her that they were dropping the hammer on cleaning bills for confetti. And so I was like, no, and I had a vacuum and everything. And I was like, no, because it would be way too much for me if I did that. I am not.
It's a convention.
But wait, hold on. Let me say this. on Sunday, when the night was done, like when the day was done, these folks started stripping the convention floor down before we left the building. Like they had already stripped my booth down, and I'm still packing. Yeah, they weren't playing. They weren't playing. They were like, I don't care if you're not done. We're breaking it down. So yeah,
Wow.
if I had meant to buy a backdrop, a graphic backdrop that I could place on the floor, and I would have done it under those circumstances, but I didn't get it done in time, so I'm gonna do it for 2025. But yeah, girl, I wasn't trying to get caught out. Mm-mm.
You could give out glitter facials.
I
You
don't
could
even-
call them glacials.
I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know.
Glacials. Come get you a glacial.
Look
Oh,
who
it's
showed up.
Alex!
Yes.
Where
yes,
have you been, bro?
Right.
Where have you been? I have
That
something
part.
stuck to my lip. Oh, okay. It was part of my salad.
Wow. Okay. So, Alex,
was
we
like-
have missed you. We have missed you. Can you tell from Kari's reaction? We've missed you.
Right?
We
We'll do
talked
roll
about
call.
you. Mm-hmm. Right. Tell him, Kari. Tell him.
We do roll call, and when you're not in there, and you haven't been in there for several months, might have been a year. I don't know how long it's been. We don't have. Actually, let me write this on my calendar right now.
Right. Alex in attendance.
We're
I'm
gonna
writing it down too. Alex in attendance.
That's 2025. Hold on, let me get my 2024 planner. What's today's date?
18, 17, 16. I don't know.
The 18, right?
18.
Yep.
The 18th. We are documenting. That's how important you are, Alex.
Alex
18.
in attendance.
Alex on Boob Tube.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on. Where's my highlighter? Highlight.
Okay, wait. See, if I had stickers, I'd put stickers on it. Uh-huh.
Okay.
There we go.
Look, this is how important you are, Alex.
Uh-huh. Alex in
Oh
attendance.
wait, not Raiders. Hold on.
There you go.
Alex.
There you go.
On BT Boob Tube. That's
All right.
you.
Yep. That part.
That's how important you are, Alex.
We're documenting this.
Whitney's supposed to be here too. He was in my live on the OF earlier.
Well,
so
Whitney
Like,
shows.
I wanna-
Whitney shows, but so
Oh yeah, Whitney
Yeah.
shows up for everything.
yes, like Alex used to.
Funeral.
Like Alex used to.
Baby shower,
Christening.
viewing, christening, toe jam removal,
Yeah. All of it. All of it. I mean, maybe late. but
eyebrow plucking.
Always
He's here
there.
for it.
Always there.
You know?
So, and that's and
Look at
Alex,
my
that's
eyebrows
how-
like, oh hi Whitney.
That's how we see you, Alex. We see you as the always there. We see you as our instant researcher. We missed you. Can you tell we missed you? We missed you. We missed you. Nothing but love. So, anywho.
This way.
Oh, okay.
So tell
I was
us about Exotica.
Exact. So, I had a really great time. I sold a lot of sunglasses. I had repeat customers. I sold
Ooh.
lip gloss. So I made my own lip gloss, and I it was a small batch, and I had 3 colors. And the most popular color, and I don't have any to show you because it literally sold out. But the most popular color was called Cum Shot. And
Ooh.
it's a milky white, and it's got like an iridescent shimmer. So when you initially put it on, it's that milky white color. And then when you smear it in, it just leaves your lips kind of glistening from the iridescent powder on the so
That'll go really good with glacial. Get your cup shot with a splash of glacial.
that
I'm just
part.
saying, like it could be a whole thing.
You're right. You're right.
You can sell the lip gloss and help them put it on. Like here's a mirror, and I'll come with the glitter gun and be like, here, get your glacial.
But you might want to close your eyes and your mouth because that glitter ain't no joke.
Yeah.
I have gagged
Facts.
on the glitter.
Let me tell you something funny. So, not a couple, it's been a long time, but I used to help out with a girlfriend of mine who was a daycare teacher. And she decided she's like, hey, can you come help me with crafts? And I'm like, sure, why not? And so they made us, the teachers, these cups, and inside had the glitter glue, but it was literally inside the cup. I thought it was in the middle, like between two pieces of plastic.
Right.
So I go and I'm like, oh, let me get something to drink. So I pour myself something to drink. And next thing you know, I've got chunks of glitter glue. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
and I had like glitter on my tooth, glitter on my tongue, glitter on my lips, glitter on my face. Like literally that glue ended up everywhere.
And I'm telling you, that glitter, once it's on you, forget about it.
It doesn't come out.
It doesn't.
Forget about it. That's why I always tell guys, like, if you're gonna cheat or do anything, you don't want to be around nobody that has glitter on, because one speck of it is guaranteed to end up somewhere. Like my partner went to the casino for New Year's Eve one year. And I guess at some point he interacted with one of the waitresses or somebody had glitter on, and he literally had like little specks because he's bald headed. Right. And he had like little specks in random places. And I was like,
where you been, babe?
What was you doing?
Where were you?
And he was like, oh, the waitress, she had like the body glitter on or whatever. Right. And I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
trust me, I understand, because Lorenzo, when I saw him in DC, the dashboard of his car, you know how when things get in the dashboard down, wait for it. Down in the crevice where the dashboard and the windshield meet, there was a big old chunk of gold glitter. The gold confetti glitter was down in that spot. And I'm like,
Daddy Lorenzo was giving you a gold glitter glacial in the car.
Do not get us kicked off of YouTube. Come on now. Don't get us kicked off of YouTube, please.
I said glacial.
You did, but I don't want them smart enough to figure out what we really talking about. I'm just saying. Anywho. Before we start talking about what we watched on the TV, I just want to give my baby girl a shout out, because my baby girl was kind enough to take me to see Usher.
Usher, baby.
Wait a minute.
The last show in Atlanta, he did like, I don't know, something like, I think it was like 8 or 9 sold out shows in Atlanta, and we got to see the last one. And it was absolutely amazing, because we went to see the Usher concert movie, and it was good. And I kept thinking, I'm not getting the Usher energy I want. You definitely get it in the show. And because he is an Atlanta artist and this was an Atlanta show, he brought out all the Atlanta big dogs to perform. So he had Ludacris, he had T.I., he had all these people that came and performed with him, and it was definitely good. I mean, and we were in the cheap seats, and it was still absolutely amazing.
Listen here, public viewers, our beloved family and fans, right? Casey sends the text message, oh, I need to recover from Exotica. I'm still tired. Next thing you know, I'm looking at her Instagram story like, bitch!
It wasn't the same day.
Recovery?
It wasn't the same day.
My brain.
Let's make it clear. It wasn't the same day. And let's also make it clear, she drove, okay? I got to be a passenger.
I just giving you a hard time because I'm like, wait a minute. How you call out of work and say you need some rest, and the next thing you know, I see Usher, and I'm like, this chick, no. This is what you call rest?
Yes.
Front row and Usher seats? Like,
girl,
really?
Listen. Had it been front row with Usher, shit, I'd have been on live the whole time. They'd have been kicking me off Instagram because you'd have got a free concert, okay?
Right. I saw the stuff and I was like, okay, so backstory. I'm not like a big Usher fan, but I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? Like I like Usher's music. I like his vibe. And I've heard that his concerts are in fact, Ella is the one that told me that she was real close to Usher and he touched her as he was walking past. And she said it was a really great show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've become more and more of a fan throughout the years where, back in the day, like I was a little too old for that, for the
Right.
when he first came out era. I liked his music, I just wasn't a big fan. But lately,
yes,
Usher is giving off some, and I especially love his song where he talks about we are not together no more, but
good.
Good.
Yep.
And I thought to myself, I know what that good is.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some stories. I've heard that Usher lays it down, and I'm like,
so
okay, I'm seeing you a little bit different now.
Okay, so since you like that one, Kari, there's another one called Glue, GLU. I want you to find that one. Listen to the lyrics of that one. Just saying.
I might have to get some of that GLU with that glacial.
All right, let us do the Boob Tube show for real now, because Kari ain't gonna let that glacial go.
I'm not, especially since, Glorilla's GLE, and now I gotta go find the GLU.
But no, I'm dead serious about that. When I first heard that song, I was like, "Oh my God, where's this song been all my life?" If you like good, you're gonna love GLU.
Okay, before we start talking about TV, there's one other song that I do want to mention because it falls into that same line of like that type of music, and that song for me is Tank When We.
Yeah.
When we beep.
Yeah,
I like that song.
Yeah, that was a panty dropper song for sure.
Panty dropper. How about just don't wear them at all? Okay, TV and what have we been watching over the last few weeks? Go ahead, Casey.
I'm gonna start with Jamie Foxx. What had happened on Netflix? It just came out. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. What had happened is what it's called, and it's basically him telling
notes.
It's him telling the story of what his medical emergency was. Spoiler alert: he had a stroke.
Oh.
And he was paralyzed or had some minor paralysis after the stroke, and had to go through physical therapy to be able to walk, and all of the physical motor things. And so that's what had happened. And I don't want to tell you everything, but he was in Atlanta at the time, saw multiple doctors, and finally someone did diagnose that he had a stroke and everything. And I think what's memorable from the show, he cried like almost the whole thing. Like you're halfway, once he says he had a stroke, you're halfway going, okay, how are we going to make this a comedy special? But raw emotion, because he's like, I was dead. I was supposed to be dead, and Atlanta saved me. Like he said the whole night, Atlanta saved me. And so if you haven't seen Jamie Foxx's special, watch it. I'm gonna tell you in advance, it is not nonstop jokey, but watch it, because it was very heartfelt, very, very interesting. Like, if you're a Jamie Foxx fan, you're familiar with his daughter, Corinne. They used to do a TV show together. He would go to award shows with Corinne. But there's another daughter. And he said that daughter helped bring him out of the sleep that he had been in. I forget how long he said he was basically out. Like, he lost several days of time. And this one daughter, the younger daughter, and let me tell you, the younger daughter is an amazing guitarist. She's got such a great vibe, and she's just wonderful. I can see how it helped to bring him out of that state that he was in, because her energy was just so loving and so caring. And then when she was on the stage playing with him, performing with him, She cried. He cried. Like he literally had to stand
Aw.
behind her and hide his face because it just broke him down into tears. But he cried half the show. But
So
yeah.
is he back to normal? Like,
Oh, yeah. He's Jamie Foxx.
okay, because there was rumors that they were using AI for those FanDuel commercials.
So I
And
don't
so I
know.
was like, I thought he was in a coma. Like,
Well, and here's what's funny. As in the moments where he does joke about it, he talks about the
Right.
fact that people said he was cloned. So
yeah,
Oh wow.
clone. They're using AI. What were some of the? There was a whole bunch of things that they were saying that. And he
The
was
deep
taken
fake,
by Diddy because he was
fake
going to
deep.
talk about the parties.
and he did do some jokes about Diddy because he said
Mm.
it was something about being dead or going to hell or whatever, and Diddy with a flaming bottle of baby oil was waiting for
Stop
Ooh,
it!
that's good.
he did a Diddy joke. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I love it. Now
Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
yeah.
Gotta watch
You
it.
Yep.
gotta watch. I think if you're a Jamie Foxx fan, you'll
I
appreciate
am.
it. So, but yeah, that was top of my list. Hmm.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good one to have. What you got, Desiree?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Smile 2. Did you
Ooh,
guys see it?
right up there with the horror.
Yep. So I'm gonna tell you guys I like the first one better, to be honest. But the second one was a little bit different, so it was more or less like it was about this girl, like a really famous pop star, and then the smile took over her. And then,
Hmm.
it did what it did.
That sounds like real
What's the
enthusiasm.
premise of that story? What is the premise of the story?
So I think it's because on the first one it was like the mom. So the girl's mom, like it was like suicide or something like that, or like she ended up killing herself. And I don't know if it was that like entity that like haunted her. It's because like she like always resented her mom.
Okay.
So it was like something like that. Yeah, something along the lines of that. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where the whole entity, like why the entity just kept haunting her. But anyways, at the end of the first movie, they like got out of it. Like she ended up like it was in the burning house, and then something happened. She didn't escape, I don't think, but she like got out of the house. And then people just thought it was like a burning house, right? So like everything would go away, or I don't know, it'd be like some voodoo magic or
Okay.
whatever,
I
right?
got what you're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't, right? So in the second one, I don't know if they're gonna make like a third one, but we'll see.
So
It was
what I understood from the first one was that the smile is like it's the way that the entity transfers from one person to another person.
Okay.
And so the woman worked in a psychiatric ward.
Mm-hmm.
And so, crazy people, do these like smiles, and that would be the transference of the entity. And so I really, a lot of people said a lot of good things about it. I personally was like,
Not your thing.
smile? That's what you chose to
make
connect
like something scary.
entity
Or
transference and make it a scary movie. Like that just seemed really. Now, if it had been some like haunted dentures, like like isn't there a movie where the person gets they're blind and they get a pair of eyes, and the person who owned the eyes haunts them. Now, if they'd have did something along those lines, it'd have definitely been more intriguing and believable. But just the fact that someone was smiling, it just, I don't know. I personally didn't feel like they really told the story well enough to make for me to be interested and enjoy it. And I love horror movies, but yeah, so I didn't even want to see Smile 2. I saw Smile 2 and was like, are we doing this again? Is this when the second molars come in?
You stupid.
Like dental school? Is this Smile Part 2 dental school? Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I am going to talk about Landman.
Oh, that's
the new show on Paramount Plus with Billy Bob Thornton.
right. Okay.
ooh, I've
Demi
been wanting
Moore.
that out.
Oh, I didn't know Demi was in it.
Demi is in it. She has a very small part.
Oh.
She plays the wife of the billion trillionaire oil guy that owns the company that Billy Bob Thornton manages.
Okay.
And it's about anybody who has ever been in a relationship, or if you have been a oil rigger, which I used to date somebody for a couple of years, and he lived out of Houston, and he was an oil rigger. He would go out, his were out in the sea, but there's some that are obviously on land,
Right.
and they call it a patch. And so Billy Bob Thornton is the manager, and he's, the thing I like about his character is it's kind of typecast to his other characters where he's like bad Santa.
Right.
Um,
Right.
a little bit less bad Santa in this one. He's a little bit more like, he has an ex-wife that's like bombshell hot, and she's, driving him crazy, and he has a teenage daughter, and it's an interesting storyline. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from it, but I can say this. Billy Bob Thornton is a charm. Like, I like watching him in this show. I mean, I like watching him in everything, but this show for real is like kind of comedic, but very serious, and it's talking about like the dangers of being an oil rigger and the different things that they go through, where, because obviously they have to hire some people that are not exactly legal. But yeah, it's an interesting, there's a lot of drama, and Demi's just getting like introduced into the plot more and more. So
Yeah, my son started watching it. He was kind of digging it. So
yeah, I was upset because my two favorite characters didn't make it past a couple of episodes, but hey, it doesn't always work the way you want it to. But Billy Bob Thornton has this like very different relationship. I'm used to seeing Billy Bob Thornton as like the man that wears the pants, makes all the decisions, like, and he is a softie with his ex-wife.
Okay.
It's so funny to see how he's just not that, like, he's still an asshole, but the thing that I really like about his character is he's like an honest asshole. He's like, I told you I was an asshole. Why would you want to, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I'm very much in that era of my life. So yeah, I can dig it. So definitely check it out. I think we're in episode number 5 or 6. So Landman, Paramount Plus.
Yep. Before I give you my next one, I just want to shout out Whitney's suggestion about Lioness. I got to get caught up. Otherwise, I'd talk about it. But I have seen, I think, maybe one episode of the second season. That is
it's good.
That's a fantastic show. So I'm going to get myself caught up so that the next time we come back, which will be in January, we can
speak on Lioness real quick before we move on to the next thing. And the beginning of this season, I was kind of like, I can tell you after episode 2, it definitely picks up, and
that's what I heard.
They turned up the heat. Like, it's hotter than it was last season,
and I didn't think was possible. And I think to that point, Kari, everyone who I've talked to who said they were disappointed with after watching the first episode because the last season was so, that everybody said the same thing. Once you get to the second episode, it just pops off. And so, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check that out.
For me, they had a character, the one that played the lioness, which was their asset in the first season. She did such a phenomenal job of pulling that off. And because that was our first introduction to the lioness, you just kind of you feel like when you just move on to a completely different storyline, it feels disconnected to me.
Yeah.
And even though they did end the first season in a way that they could have easily have done that, I personally kind of liked her. You know what I mean? And it's like when you start to like a character and then they just off the person with no explanation, you just kind of, that's how the first episode felt to me. But they brought her in. She's on the show.
Right.
And she's kind of like the liaison between Zoe's character and
The new
the new lioness, the new ass.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's definitely in this season they've turned it up. Like,
Yeah, I love that.
it's dramatic.
Yeah, so
It's
I'll be
great.
ready. I'll be ready to go deep on that. When we come back. But
Next week.
yeah,
Well,
next week is Christmas, and then after that is New Year's. So
yeah.
Sorry guys, we came back for a little. Hey, how you doing? And then we'll be gone for 2 weeks.
We'll miss you though. We'll miss you.
Christmas and New Year's fall on Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay, so
Sorry.
my next one is Kings of Tupelo, which is a Netflix show. And
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo, Mississippi. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Home of Elvis Presley.
Ooh.
Okay, so if you watch Netflix, you have to have seen the promo for this or the little, poster for it.
The
And
thumbnail.
every time I see it, I'm like, I don't, no. Let me tell you, there's 3 episodes, and I haven't seen all 3. I actually fell asleep in the middle, but I've seen enough to know life is most definitely stranger than fiction, and this story is the epitome of life is stranger than fiction. During the Obama administration, there was a ricin scare where a letter coded in ricin was sent to the White House and so forth and so on. And apparently it came from Tupelo, Mississippi. And these 2 gentlemen that are the center, or really 3, but these 2 particular guys who are the center of this story. Let's just say I went to sleep with 2 brothers playing Elvis impersonators and waking up to 2 men basically antagonizing each other over grown ass men. Let me restate. Grown ass men antagonizing each other over social media, jealousy, all kinds of ridiculousness. I mean, like, one of the guys is a karate instructor and apparently is really very, very good, but he just had it was the craziest thing I had ever seen. Like, legit, life is stranger than fiction. Like, when I got to the end of the 3rd episode, and again, I missed the episode in the middle, so I have to go back to that. But at the end of the 3rd episode, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? Conspiracy theories, White House, attempted assassination, all of this out of Tupelo. And then there was a guy who was sort of framed for sending the ricin letter. Then the other guy, his adversary, they find everything in his house that would say that he did it, but he's saying the other guy did it. That the karate instructor gets arrested for the letters, and then the Elvis impersonator gets let out, and then he travels all over the country doing everybody's morning show, talking about how he got set up and he's innocent. The crazy, while he's busy doing his innocence tour, he offers to give foot massages to people. Dude got a crazy ass foot fetish. Yes, he got a crazy ass foot fetish. He was committed to giving $100,000 worth of foot fetishes to people in the U. I'm like,
wow.
I mean, he was so dead ass serious about it, and it literally everywhere he went, he talked about this. That the news reporters that he had been talking to, they were talking about the fact that he was offering foot fetishes. I mean, foot massages. Life is stranger than fiction, straight up. And Kings of Tupelo is the epitome of life is stranger than fiction. They could not have written this story. Like, Hollywood could not have written this story. It's just no way. No way. One brother is an Elvis impersonator. The second brother sells insurance, I think, and he decided he wanted to be an Elvis impersonator. So the 2 of them became Elvis impersonators. And one brother is super successful. One brother is not super successful. And the not super successful brother decided, hey, what if we Elvis impersonate together? So the two of them did it together. One of the brothers would wear the tight jumpsuit. The other brother would wear the sport coat with the pants. And apparently they were a hot ticket in the senior circuit. But they were a hot ticket. Like they talked about 70-year-old ladies trying to fill them up and whatnot.
They all shook up.
Yes, they were all shook up for real. They were shook up for real. But I can't, there is nothing I can say that will prepare you for what you're going to see in this. So, things are Tupelo. If it wasn't on your watch list, put that joint on your watch list. Do it. Me later.
So this sounds like the Elvis version of Tiger King.
The Elvis version of what?
Yes.
Oh,
Tiger King.
And the chip lady. The chip lady.
Chip lady. Yeah. The stranger than fiction stories that, yes, Hollywood could not have written.
So this leads me to believe people are willing to say and do anything for 15 minutes of fame. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, Desiree, what you got for us? Because Casey done threw us for a little loop.
I'm gonna go with the Joker 2, the second one.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Casey reminded me of Glorilla when she's like,
oh my god. Okay, sorry, Desi. Go ahead.
It's okay. So I'm gonna I gave it like a medium. I didn't really like it. Like, I know everybody was like hyping it up and stuff when it first came out, but when I seen it, I was just like, meh.
And believe it or not, Lorenzo said the same thing. He said the same.
Yeah. I think it was just like they had. Oh, pardon?
What's the show?
The Joker 2. Yeah. I think they just had to like close it.
Quick.
It is. They had to like close the story, right? I feel like the first one would have did justice. Like, okay. I really liked the first one. Okay. I really enjoyed it. But the second one, like, and I don't have a qualm about like Lady Gaga. She was in there. She did a phenomenal job. I like her. You know, like it was kind of like playful acting, kind of like what is it called? You know, like Broadway a little bit. Kind of like that too. It was okay. But I don't know. It was just meh, like mediocre. So,
wow.
Yeah. Just meh.
And like I said, Lorenzo said the same thing. He had said that it just wasn't.
It didn't hit.
Yeah. It just wasn't giving at all.
Yeah.
So, okay. But
is this with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, I believe so.
And Lady Gaga. I think so too.
Okay. And Lady Gaga plays what's her name?
It's like the Joker's girlfriend, yeah.
Isn't
Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn, right? Is that her character's name?
Yes.
Okay.
Lady Gaga?
Yeah. I know.
This just not surprising. So we talked about Lioness, so we can scratch that off the list.
Okay.
Skip me because I'm having a blank.
Okay. All right. Well, before I go on to my next one, just quick shout out for Christopher G's birthday. Apparently is Tuesday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Shout out to Christopher G. Hold on. Let me give you a little something.
Yeah, there we go.
Come up with this shit up in the studio. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. When I die, bury me inside the Gucci style.
All right.
They ask me what
are you doing? I was gonna get that on film.
Come up with this shit up in the studio.
I'm slow.
All I want for my birthday.
Okay. Sorry. You gotta move faster. Must move faster on that.
I'm an 80-year-old woman now. Come on.
All right. So up next on my list is what I'm referring to as the new Die Hard holiday movie. because
Oh,
I
yeah.
am still in denial about the fact that Die Hard is a holiday movie, but whatever. So
We
it
were
is.
that's like the great debate on the holidays.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So it is called Carry On, and it stars Justin Bateman and a whole bunch of other random people. And this
Mhm.
is a very different look for Jason, whatever his name is. Whatever his name is.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, thank you. Because I'm thinking
Ooh.
Justine is his sister, right? So I'm guessing
Yes.
I'm getting that wrong. But anyway, Carry On again is the new Die Hard for the holidays. Okay, so that being said, it's the story is basically about a terrorist threat coming as a suitcase on a flight to DC, and all of these people that work in the airport, TSA, random people, they're all being manipulated to transport this suitcase so that Jason, whatever, can get the suitcase on a flight to DC. And it's like a series of events that go right and then go wrong. And it all takes place primarily on the airport. It culminates with a TSA agent defusing a bomb for the second time on a plane in the air. And
What about them snakes on the motherfucking plane? Wrong movie.
Wrong movie. Wrong movie. But it needed some snakes, baby. It needed the snakes. I'm gonna just say that. It needed the snakes. And here's the thing. Die Hard was fantastic because Bruce Willis was fantastic. Okay?
Right.
He was absolutely fantastic in the role. They did a great job of writing a story, telling the story, filming the story, all of that. Carry On is like a low budget Die Hard. Okay? It's if you're like wrapping your Christmas gifts and you want something on in the background, that's what Carry On is. Carry On is the background movie that you look up at periodically to see what's going on. But otherwise, that's a no. Now, the crazy thing is I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10 on Netflix.
Okay.
It is. It's number 1.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? In the top 10.
Fire.
And I think, and this is just my personal opinion, but I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10 because it's the new Die Hard. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's number 1, Carry On. Number 2, It Ends With Us. Number 3, The Dead Don't Die. Number 4, Subservient. And number 5, That Christmas.
Ooh.
So, but you know, like I said, if you need something to watch while you're wrapping your gifts, that's the movie for
Do it.
That's the one.
Just do it. Do your homework, chat.
What was that, honey?
I'm gonna go with. Oh,
go ahead. Desi.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Elevation. It's like a newer movie that's out, so it's got Anthony Mackie in it, and it's really good. I seen it over the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's about a single father and 2 women venture out in the safety of their homes to face a monstrous creature to save the life. Well, it's his son. So it says save the life of a young boy, but it's his son. So his son's on oxygen. They end up like living on this refuge where it's like 8,000 feet above. Okay. And then these like animals or these like aliens, they won't go past 8,000 feet. So I'm not sure what it is about this, but I feel like they're gonna make anove one because when I watched it, like it was really good.
What's it on?
It's movies.
Okay.
Moviemovies.com.
You said it's called Elevation.
Elevation, yeah.
Elevation. Anthony Mackie.
It's really good.
Okay.
So I did find something that I watched.
It's not movie.
Well, what did you say it was? What was it? What's it on?
I can send you the link later.
Oh, I got you, Des. I got you. Cross that out. My bad. My bad. I got you now.
Today's show is brought to you by the language Vietnamese
Yeah.
Okay.
and your local dentist.
All right,
Just
Kari,
smart.
what you got?
I lost my mojo.
I can go again.
Go ahead, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so here's a holdback from weeks ago when we were last on TV.
A hoe bag?
A whole no, not a hoe bag. Hold back.
A whole bag.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta sound
Happy
it
holidays.
out. I'm still hearing things in Vietnamese.
That's the key word for today, chat. If you're listening, it's ho. Happy holidays.
Anywho. Okay, so the
We are gonna ask you next week.
The Madness is on Netflix. It's also in the top 10 movies, I believe. And it is a very interesting story. It's about a gentleman who is an on-air personality, news reporter, and he takes a little trip to the Poconos for the weekend. And literally the first night he's there, there's an incident at the neighboring cabin that puts him in a spiral of madness, hence the title, of being witness to a murder, accused of the murder, trying to save himself from being convicted of the murder, going from being a well-respected reporter to being a criminal or murderer on the run. It escalates so fast. You're like 15, 20 minutes into the movie and boom, that joint is just running nonstop. It's excellent, an excellent story, and it keeps you on the edge the whole time. Definitely well worth watching. And like I watched this, had to have been back around Thanksgiving, and I think Kari, you can confirm it is still in the top 10. I think at one point it had hit number 1, but it's still in the top 10. It's been there for a few weeks. Really, really worth watching. Now, unlike Carry On, where you can put it on in the background and ignore it, The Madness, you're gonna want to pay attention. You're gonna want to get your popcorn, your drink, whatever little snack you need, your blankie, get all of that, and then sit down and hit play, because you're not going to want to miss a second of this story. It's really, really good. Really, really good. And I'm not going to tell you too much other than you're going to want to see that one.
You are correct. It's number 10 right now.
Yeah. And like I said, it's been at number 1. So, yeah.
Nice. Did you end up seeing Wicked?
I did. Oh,
I did too. Can I talk about it?
Talk about it. Talk about it. I want to see your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I haven't seen Ariana Grande in a long time, but when I seen her, like everybody was talking about, she was like sick or like having a disorder, you know what I mean? Things like that. She lost a ton of weight, right?
She's like,
and then I think
to begin with, let's talk. She only this big to begin with.
Right. And then people were saying that, this and that. It was like all in the media. So, I mean, believe what you want. If she's sick, my thoughts and prayers go out to her. I hope she can get the help she needs. Because, it's real life stuff, right? Yeah. They deal with like a lot of stress. They go, like, she's probably dealing with stuff that we don't know about behind the scenes or stuff like that. Anyways, so it has her and then this other actress who plays I don't know her name, but do you know it?
Cynthia, and I'm not good at pronouncing her last name, but Cynthia. Okay. Enviro.
She did amazing too, like mind blowing. It was like they played so well off of each other. I really liked it. I was like, and I'm not a musical person. Like I'm like, it's okay. Like, but I liked it. I was, very, very. It got me. I was impressed.
So if it was very well produced, very well cast, I think. Cynthia is an absolute beast as Alphaba, absolute beast. And I've never seen the Broadway production. I've always wanted to see the Broadway production. So I just knew this was the story before Oz. Like, I knew
Okay.
that much. So I've always wanted to see it because I love The Wizard of Oz. I love The Wiz. And I just, the fact that they were going to tell you the story of Galinda and the Wicked Witch prior to us meeting them in The Wizard of Oz, I thought, oh, this is going to be great. I love a good backstory. Oh my God, I love a good backstory. And so Wicked is technically like an origin story more than it is a backstory, because you find
Okay.
out how Glinda becomes Glinda and the Wicked Witch becomes the Wicked Witch.
And they were friends.
And not even on purpose. It wasn't even on purpose, but it. So I think so that's the setup, right? That's what the story technically is about. But the underlying story is how Alphaba is treated because of how Alphaba looks, and
True.
it's not even just how Alphaba looks, but how Galinda looks. They both are treated in a particular way because of their outward appearance and not because of
Vanity.
who
Yeah.
they are on the inside.
In the inside.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, Alphaba is a very smart, very, kind person, but because her father had ostracized her because her birth brought on the death. Well, no, her birth created some drama because she came out green. She didn't eventually get green. Like, she came out green. So her father basically was like, I don't know what the heck that is, but that's not my child. So I'm not
It's that bad juju.
Yes.
That
and
ain't
then,
my baby.
And then the
We
wife
go
had
on Maury.
the wife had
You are not
another
the
daughter,
father.
and that daughter has some physical limitations that require her to be in a chair, and the father further ostracizes the daughter, Alphaba, because he feels like it's her fault the sister came out the way she did. So Alphaba not only is physically looks different, but she then ultimately internalizes all of that. It's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault.
Taking all the
Everything
burden.
is your fault, right? So there's a lot of weight that she carries, and yet and still she cares for her sister as much as her father dumps on her. Anything he asks her to do in benefit of the sister, she will do without hesitation, right? So it's quite interesting, Alphaba's actual story. And if you haven't seen Wicked, I don't care if you don't like musicals. It's really a story. It is genuinely a story that happens to have some singing that happens, because it's the story of how you physically look causes people to respond to you in a certain way. Galinda is treated like the princess that she looks like, and Alphaba is immediately treated like an animal, like a monster,
Discarded.
because of
Yeah.
what she looks like. And it couldn't be more wrong, Galinda. And I'm saying Galinda on purpose so you can go find out why I said Galinda and not Glinda. But Galinda,
because she's ugly inside.
Thank you. She's a little bitch. Huh? She's a little bitch. For real. And she eventually gets warmed up by Alphaba. She comes to understand that Alphaba really is genuinely a good person on the inside, and that people seem to be drawn to her. The people that she wants to be connected to are drawn to her because they know there's something in Glinda. I'm sorry, in Alphaba that is very powerful. And everything Galinda wants to be is what Alphaba actually is. So put it on your holiday list. Oh, and that reminds me, I also saw Gladiator 2.
Ooh, with Denzel, baby.
With Denzel, baby. Yeah.
I heard it was really good.
It's very good. It's very good. Put that on your holiday list too. Gladiator was very good. Denzel, I'm just going to say this. I am glad that they had training day that allowed Denzel to be an absolute badass,
Please.
semi bad guy, villain, or whatever. He's played characters that were shady, but badass. Yeah, he does it well. And in Gladiator, he is this little shady badass dude. Like, he's not a gladiator, but you see him calculate the opportunities and manipulate and puppet all of these various people to get his way. It is very good. It's not energy wise, it is not the first Gladiator, but story wise. And this is another one. I'm not going to spoiler alert on this one, but there's a spoiler in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But energy wise, Denzel is, man, I'm telling you. So talk about somebody aging well physically and as an actor. That would be Denzel for sure.
I love that.
Yes. But that brings us to the end of the show.
Yeah, it's about that time.
And I just want to say,
I
shout
barely
out.
got to share anything.
That's because you kept passing. You kept passing. You didn't even puff.
I did.
You just passed. You didn't puff. You passed.
I was just like, guys.
But I just want to, real quick, I want to shout out the fact that I think, and ladies help me, we're at 4265, 4306 in viewers.
These guys are bath bombing. Mic drop.
I just want to say thank you to all of you who have tuned in to hear us talk about what we're watching. And
before you go, you
Please.
guys have to do 2 things for us. 3 things. 1, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. 2, whether you're on Twitter or YouTube, comment, like, share, do all the things. Let them know that you guys love us or that you are interested in continuing to watch us, because those statistics help the people that are behind the scenes see that it's worth it to keep us on the air. So
hell yeah.
Yep.
We need that love. If you want to see us in 2025, you got a couple of weeks. Go watch all the old episodes. Go watch the old Twitters. Go on YouTube and comment. Love them to death. You know, do all the things and show our Exotica family that you guys are enjoying our episodes. We watch the comments. We read the comments. And so we definitely would love to see some of the things that you guys are watching. We'd love to hear your opinions. We just love hearing from you all. And we hope that you have a very safe and happy holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate at all, still be safe, because other people are celebrating.
Other people are celebrating.
Oh yeah.
So we just want to wish you all all the things. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. If I was on my iPad, it would have the little hearts coming out. I figured out how to do it, by the way.
Okay, cute.
Nice.
But yeah, you can follow us in our pink boxes. Each of our pink boxes has our social media, our website. Those
follow
things.
us in our pink boxes. Oof.
Yes. Put your fingers in there. Whatever it is that you want to do. But we would love to wish you all Happy New Year. It'll be 2025. Hopefully, if we return.
Oh, we're returning. Oh, we're returning.
Daisy, you took away the spoiler.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll be back. But still, we still need y'all to go show us love. Do that for us for the holidays. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We love you. We'll see you guys next year.
Bye.
Bye.